Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one. That's right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. 's his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final
tally as told by Next Gen Stats. He hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Play action now, Dalton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this will be taken at the 13.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it. But
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Brown.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Khalil Shakir,
32 yards.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll work this down inside the
30. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Passing, it's Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll pack him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let it put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 29, Dalton. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Second and 5 now. Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
On first down, Tannehill. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two-show pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
First and 10 for Dalton. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's a
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
10 more yards. That's another Colts. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Here's Andy Dalton. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Naeem Hines taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Slot man moves right. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're able to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Dalton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They run with Hines. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hines. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Andy. 48 yards. Here's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Andy Dalton. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And I think the ball's out. Shedding the tackle. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Tannehill on first down. Just keeping the play alive. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He's going to keep this again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 31, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Now Dalton. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass at third down, isn't it?
Well, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run left with Pollard. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's good. Your Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy. Here's Pollard again. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Ryan Tannehill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Rams are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Taken from about the 12.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Here's Dalton. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And Dalton to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing, Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another chance for Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
James Bradbury running in and finishing that play on the corner blitz.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Pollard going to try the right side.
70 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast-forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast-forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a score.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking,
oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.